Howdy, Tenno. This video is going to be 10 tips and tricks to help you prevent making mistakes. This is a shorter version of a video I already uploaded. If you want to see the long version, click above at the card or look in the description. Number 1, the first thing I want to talk about, the first time you load into Warframe, you will have 50 platinum. The 50 beginner platinum that you receive for creating an account, you cannot use that to trade with other players. The only things you should use the 50 platinum on is Warframe slots, weapon slots, or if you have a Warframe that you already really want to work on, you can get a potato. If you don't know what a potato is, it's an Oricon catalyst. That way you can work on one specific Warframe that you really like, but I would say buy Warframe slots and weapon slots. At least you'll have enough to get one Warframe slot and 2 weapon slots. I think personally, that would be the route to go. All right, number 2. Okay, this is something that I do every time, no matter what. You don't have to do this. If you really want to test yourself, go ahead. But if you are about to do a mastery test, say your mastery level is 7 and you want to get to 8, you can always practice the test before you take it. I know a lot of people like to run into it blind. It makes it more of a challenge, but if you do not want to fail and have to wait 24 hours, I would do at least one practice run. If you have a little bit of trouble during that practice run, I would do it again. You can practice as many times as you want. Your mastery rank does not pause if you fail. It'll keep adding up in the background, so if you fail one, don't get upset. Try again in 24 hours. Again, practice every mastery test before you take it. You never know what it's going to be, and you never know what weapons or Warframes might be good for it. Number 3, this is a huge mistake that a lot of people make, and I know for sure I made. You do not want to max out all of your mods early on. Upgrade them to the point where you need them, and only upgrade them again when you need more damage. If you max out your mods and say you find a new Warframe or a new weapon that you really want to use, you won't be able to put all of the mods onto that weapon. Now, if you don't max out every mod, you might still be able to put a lot of these mods onto the weapons or Warframes that you're choosing. There are certain mods that I would recommend maxing out the first, and that would be any base damage mod, any 60% status chance mod. You also want to upgrade the critical chance and critical damage multiplier ones first. Work on the most important ones first and then move down the ladder. Okay, moving on to number 4. If you're not going to be playing in a mission, if you're going to be AFK, say you have to do some laundry, you got to clean your room, you got to do some homework, whatever you got to do. If you have the game loaded and you plan to play it, load into a Strata relay. I pick Earth, and I do try to get into Strata relay 1. But you do not have to get into 1. You can get into any one of these. What I am getting at is if you're sitting in one of these, you're guaranteed to get blessings, especially for beginners. This right here will help you out so much. It's basically like buying a booster, but not as powerful. But it's free. Anybody that's mastery 30 or above every 24 hours can give one of the blessings. You could end up with almost every blessing just by sitting in there for about 5 or 10 minutes. And there's nothing wrong with doing it. Hundreds to thousands of people do this. Another thing is you don't have to be sitting in your orbiter. Say you're doing one mission over and over and over again. Don't start it from your orbiter. Go to a Strata relay, start the mission there. When the mission ends, you'll get put right back into another Strata relay. Even if you're only in there for 15 to 20 seconds in between missions, at 15 to 20 seconds could be chances of getting blessings. Now we're moving on to number 5. Now this one can be probably the biggest mistake on this whole list. So I probably should have already said that every single thing on this list is a mistake. None of these are in any type of order, but I do believe this one is probably one of the biggest mistakes. Do not sell a Warframe or a weapon that you don't like before you master it. It doesn't matter if it's the worst weapon that you've ever seen. It could be a stick. Literally, it can be a stick. You want to get that to level 30, and then you can throw it away. It doesn't matter. If you don't want a weapon, you can throw it away basically. But you want to master that first so you get experience towards your mastery level. So beware about selling Warframes and weapons that you don't like. Make sure before you sell a weapon that it is not that hard to grind to get it again, just in case you need it. Okay, number 6. This one is 100% common sense, and there are plenty of ways to make this so much better and easier. I'm not going to go into deep detail on this. It might be for another video. But if you are a beginner, while in a mission, you want to open up every locker and break all containers. You need the resources. There are a bunch of companions, mods, Warframes like Limbo, for instance, that can break every crate in the whole entire room. There's so many ways to make this faster that I might have to make a video on this later. Open up every locker and break every container, as you can find some also very valuable resources. For instance, you can find a reinforced container in which you can get Forma blueprints and other really good things like boosters. Okay, no more rambling on that. Number 7, when you are trying to level up a Warframe or a weapon, do not have any other weapons that are already maxed out equipped. It will make it take a lot longer because you're spreading the affinity throughout your Warframe and all of your weapons. Say there's just one primary that you have that you need to level up. Unequip your secondary and your melee wherever you choose to level at. Just pointing out, Sanctuary Onslaught is probably the best place. Go in there with only that one weapon that you need to level up, and it will level up so much faster. Moving on to number 8, not joining a clan. And I know some of you guys don't want to just join a clan and feel like you're basically robbing them. I've already had that in my comments, basically saying that they don't want to join a clan to be able to get all of the Warframes and weapons out of it, just to end up leaving because they feel like it's kind of scummy. But the thing is, it's not. No clan cares. All you have to do is ask in the chat if there is any clan that has maxed out all of their research, and I can guarantee you, you will get multiple invites. They do not care how long you stay in there for. You can literally go in there and buy every single thing out of the clan dojo and then leave. They won't care. I wouldn't care myself. I have a clan. If any of you guys want to do that, feel free. Building your own clan dojo takes so many resources. If you want to create your own, go ahead. I just would not recommend doing that at the beginning. Okay, number 9. Sometimes on Warframe, you might get bored. You might just not know what you want to do. You might feel like there's nothing to do when there's literally millions of things to do. This is why I say number 9, give yourself a to-do list. If you don't have a list of things that you need to get completed and you're just playing the game regular, you will eventually get to the point where you get bored. If you don't have a goal, what is the point in playing? You gotta have a goal. Having a goal or a to-do list gives you a reason to grind and gives you an idea what to grind for. Once you complete one of your goals or something on your to-do list, it feels good. It makes it feel like you did something. It just feels good. It's like a rush and it makes you happy. If you don't have anything you're looking forward to, you're gonna be bored. Make yourself a to-do list or just set a couple goals. Without structure, you have nothing. All right, on to the last one. Number 10. This one is very similar to number 5 when I talked about not selling Warframes and weapons that you don't like before you master it. But this one is more for crashing or selling certain weapons or Warframes. Again, you do want to master them first, but there are certain weapons that can be extremely hard to obtain again if you get rid of it. For instance, any weapon that you get out of a quest, do not, and I mean do not ever sell one of them. Any quest weapons, any login weapons, do not ever sell them. Some of the weapons are able to be obtained again, but at a very grindy, time-consuming cost. I don't want to go on a tangent about this for 30 minutes. Just to make sure whenever you're getting rid of a weapon that you may not like, just Google how to get that weapon and make sure that it's not hard to obtain. I understand that we don't want to keep every single weapon. Weapon slots cost a lot, but you want to keep certain ones. So make sure you Google and research about every weapon before you get rid of it. That same thing goes along for Warframes. Alright, there's not much more I could talk about on that subject, so if you made it this far, I want to thank you so much. These videos I never thought I would make, but I really enjoy making them, mainly because you guys leave comments teaching me more about the game. I have learned more about the game with your comments than I have recently playing it. So if I helped at all, please hit the like button. You don't have to. It's just a polite thing to do. Also, you don't have to subscribe because I don't only post Warframe videos. I will be doing funny moments and other type of videos as well, but Warframe will be my main concern. It's also my main game that I play every single day, that I also stream every single day. So if you don't want to subscribe because I don't only post Warframe, I understand. I will not be upset. But if you do want to help, please hit that subscribe button. It puts a smile on my face. Also, if you have any tips or tricks, or you need to correct me in any way, shape, or form, please leave a comment. I would never get offended by a comment. Correct me if I'm wrong, leave some tips, maybe some video ideas. What do you guys want to see next? Enough rambling. I'll see you guys in the next video. Love you guys. I'm out.
Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top.
Yo, no, I ain't the type to give up. If I do something, man, I do it till I get what I want.